Okay, so sorry if my head's a little cut off. I can't get it like any better. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about my hair test analysis results. I found out about this about a year ago, but I just literally got it done about a month ago. So it was a little over a month. And basically you take out little, you know, actually I already have the first video, so if you want to see the actual process, you could check out the first video. And I sent it out, and then about 10 days later I got an email confirming that they received it, and then maybe another 5 days later I got the results. So it took about a little bit over 2 weeks, and basically it confirmed some things that I already knew, which is that I have a slow metabolism, which I never knew was a bad thing, but I started looking it up or whatever, and apparently it's not very good to have a slow metabolism. So I'm trying to do things that will increase my metabolism. Some of the things I am implementing some of the things that I'm implementing is I'm standing up a lot more. So like I noticed that I would kind of sit around a lot, not like not doing stuff, but like, you know, I would sit with the baby because I had to rock him, because I had to feed him. I would sit on the computer because I had to, you know, do stuff. I don't know, whatever. I'm just trying to avoid as much sitting down as possible. So I even use the computer like 75% of the time standing up now. And I am really trying to keep to, oh yes, another thing is keeping to my sleeping schedule, because I always knew that like I always needed more sleep than David, but like I get really cranky, but I never knew it was related to anything like for real. I just thought it was just me, but no, apparently it is related to what I'm going to tell you the findings are. So as far as my metabolism, I am definitely trying to do more exercise, and like I've always tried to get exercise in, but it's very, very hard to with the little baby to get a lot of things in. The other children I could at least, you know, leave them with David, but me myself, I can't really leave the baby with him that much, so that's been hard, but I'm definitely gonna get that in. So anyway, so I wanted to show you what they sent. So basically this comes in an email, and I printed it out, and it talks about all the levels. So I kind of just highlighted what I need to work on here, and these are the nutritional elements. These are, and then they have toxic elements, and then here they have ratios. So ratio is like the calcium, magnesium is supposed to be at a equal ratio. I know that's not the mainstream teaching, but the more studies that have been done, they've actually kind of suppressed it a little bit, and it's the calcium magnesium ratio should be equal. So that's just an example. Some of mine are off, and I'm trying to work on that. That one's a little bit harder to work on, but my main thing is that they found out that I have adrenal fatigue, which is very interesting because I always knew that not getting enough sleep made me kind of weak. I would feel very weak, and like I would get like basically in the middle of the day, like maybe after lunchtime, I would get kind of like lethargic. And when I'm pregnant, oh my gosh, if I don't sleep properly, I'm throwing up. I am just sick. And I always knew it came from this area, like right above my, like right at where, I guess you would say right below my rib cage, right around that area. Like I guess the liver's there, and then above it are the adrenal glands, but I never knew this. I just knew that it was like something right in that core area. And this definitely confirms it, and so I'm really working on this. I'm really working on this, because when I find out that anything is wrong, I am just, I'm a go-getter to natural health, you know what I mean? So it's just my passion. So first is dietary. So I've been doing a raw food diet for about maybe 6 weeks now, and I'm not gonna say I've been 100%. I wasn't supposed to be 100%, it's supposed to be 80%, and I've probably gone down a little bit here or there, but I've definitely added a load of fruits and vegetables into our diet. However, I haven't really been consuming as much protein, and with adrenal fatigue, you need protein and you need to lower carbs. So it reminds me of the Atkins diet that I went on when I was like 17 and I lost a bunch of weight. And apparently that's kind of like the diet I need to be on right now. So I'm going to be lowering carbs. I already started doing this. And I'm going to be increasing protein, but I only want to do meat once a week. I don't want to go beyond that because I really don't like to consume meat too much. So I'm going to be trying to do more chickpeas, lentils, some cheese and yogurt, but still not too high because I don't want to overdo it with the dairy. Hold on. Noelle, please stay in the park with the baby.
I'm burning. I'm burning. My feet are burning. I can't.
All right, we have a guest. So anyway, let's see if I could get him something. There you go, baby. Okay, so let me talk about, so that's the diet part. Then the other part was, okay, yes, the exercise. They said, which is funny what they say, because it's kind of like, for me, it's kind of like natural. I had to do this hair test analysis because I knew there was something at the core that I couldn't figure out. And I had kind of thought at one point maybe it was adrenal fatigue, but I really wanted to get it like confirmed, and I don't go to doctors. I just don't really like doctors, only in emergency situations. So I did this hair test analysis, and it really showed everything I have been kind of thinking on my own, but I never knew the exact thing, so it was really good to do it. So basically they say light exercise, like walking, biking, swimming, anything that's not gonna stress me out, which is actually another thing about adrenal fatigue, is that it has a lot to do with stress. And you know, I love being a mom, and I think it's a blessing, and you know what, it's what God wants for me, and so praise God. However, there is a lot of stress, and I don't handle stress properly. That's another thing, is that, you know, I get overwhelmed easily, and this is all part of adrenal fatigue, which is the funny thing. I didn't even know. So basically, I have to really have a relaxing, and you know, a relaxing environment, and that's why I really love the essential oils. You know, putting them into my diffuser and just breathing them in. I really need, every day I need time to myself. Like, I need that hour in the morning before the children wake up. I need that hour in the afternoon when I do quiet time with them. I need that hour at night when they're in bed and I can have my own time. And it's very important. When I don't have it, I really get overwhelmed. And so I didn't know that this all had to do with adrenal fatigue. Plus, it has to do with my temperament, actually, because I'm a melancholic. Melancholic is my dominant temperament, and it actually talks about that in there as well. It's getting time to yourself. Go to the playground. We're gonna leave in 5 minutes, okay?
No.
Go to the playground. Go to the playground for 5 more minutes, and then we're gonna leave. Open up the gate for your sister, please. So anyway, okay, so low stress exercise, like not strenuous things, such as things that I always like to do anyway. I'm not a big, like, what do they call that? I don't know, things that just are like, you know, I've never been like that. I've never been like the sporty person. I love walking and biking, I just hiking. It's so relaxing, and that's what really, you know, is how I've lost weight in the past, and what I love to do anyway. And apparently it's very good for adrenal fatigue. So the next thing is my vitamins, my supplements, right? So what I'm doing is I just bought these today, so I'm starting these today. This is a B complex. This is from Mega Food. It was just kind of like the best that they had at the health food store, but I might not buy this brand again. I don't know. I mean, you know, it's non-GMO and it's organic and things like that. But I'm very particular with the type of vitamins I use. I like to use the highest quality vitamins as possible. This one was about $21. Then I've been taking this energy. Okay, this has reishi mushroom, green tea. I'm sorry about the baby. It's okay, baby. It's okay. Okay, so this is the other thing I've been taking. It's for energy. It has reishi mushroom, green tea leaf extract, rhodiola, chaga, eleuthero, which is basically ginseng, and cordyceps. So I was gonna buy these individually, but then I saw that this was like you know, like it comes all together. It doesn't have as much content, like, or so for an example, the other reishi I was gonna get, I think at 500 milligrams, this one has 200, but I believe that all of it together will have a more powerful impact instead if I was just taking one by itself. So that's why I'm taking this one. And then I've been doing, okay, this is the most nasty thing I've been doing. It's my own little container I made, ashwagandha powder. It is totally bitter and nasty, and they say to stay away from honey and sugar. So that's the two things. Yes, carbs and sugar. If you have adrenal fatigue, stay away from carbs and sugar. But I might put honey in it because it's just so nasty. So I've been doing a bone broth smoothie every morning with blueberries and bananas and nutmeg. That's the other thing. This is just a nutmeg I bought from the store. You see my plastic. It's hard to get away from. Anyway, so yes, nutmeg is good for adrenal fatigue and stress and all that kind of stuff. Next is there was one more thing. Oh yes, essential oils. So the funny thing is, these are my two favorite essential oils, and I never knew it was just, you know, good for adrenal fatigue. So rosemary and lavender, you see? Now, you mix them together, you put them in your diffuser, I've been doing this every morning, 2 and 2 on my head, and saying the prayer from Psalm 23, rubbing it on my hands, putting it around my thyroid glands, then putting 2 drops on the bottom of my feet. So this is what I've been doing. So if you see my menu change a little bit, this is why. And you know, I'm gonna do another hair analysis test in about maybe 6 months to see where I'm at. All right, everyone, so thanks for watching. Make sure you press that subscribe button, tap that bell, and I hope that this helped you. Also, I really hope that it helped you to know, you know, what I've been doing and what you can do. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. God bless.